Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, daily chart first. You can see here the Bollinger Bands are still very tight, and we have been trading essentially in this really key area between 2369, which is the area of the midband, basically. The mid-band by this morning is more like 2370. You got the 9-day simple moving average at 71. You have the pre-FOMC price at 72, and you have the new weekly pivot up at 2373.60. So you've got this 3-4 handle band of price that is going to, for me, is going to decide who's going to control the tape for the week. We may battle over it all day. We may battle over it for a couple of sessions, but whoever conquers that layer of price is going to have the next move in this market. So, bulls have to hold the 9-day, and they got to hold the mid-band. That's been true all through here. We had 2 touches of the upper band last week. They couldn't hold them. Bulls let them pull back. But until the bears can convert the mid-band, we're not going to get a move down to the lower band. And the lower band is the area of the last floor. We made that double bottom last week here and here at 2354. So let's take a look at an hourly chart. So you've got a potential double top left over from Friday up at 82. Certainly a lower high from the weekly high up at 88. Last week's weekly pivot, we fought over it early in the week, right? But once the bears lost it, and once the bulls were able to establish it on Wednesday, you saw the directional move later in the week. Same thing applies here. Bears break below weekly pivot. We spend the entire night below it. Europe tried to get it back up above, couldn't do it. Hourly midband comes down to shut it down along with the weekly pivot. The bears want to live down here all day. You don't want to see price up above the weekly pivot. You want to see it stay down, and then you want to go after a couple of things. You want to go after 65 and ultimately 54. This is that 54 support I was talking about. This was the second touch last Tuesday. And this is the area of the lower band, the lower Bollinger Band on the daily chart. But the key is winning this zone of price. If the bulls win the zone of price, then you'll see 73s get established as support, and you'll see a serious run for 82. And if we break above 82, 88, if you establish over 88, then we're going to go see some new highs this week. But it all starts here with this, with this knife fight over 2369 to 2373. So, how do we trade it? Well, right now I'm long because I'm long against the bottom of that range. I've been long all night. I took a little bit of profit. I've got my risk out of the trade. I think I'll probably end up getting stopped out here before the open. I couldn't get any more profit off because I wanted to break over the top of the weekly pivot to do that. So it held the weekly pivot in. So it probably ends up being a very small green trade for me. I'm not ready to pile in short until we get into the regular session and see what the story is. Now I may change my mind if we go back up to 73 and make a double top. What I don't want to do, and what I don't want anybody out there to do, is to overtrade this stuff. Don't overtrade it on a Monday. Don't. Make your handles, move on to the next day. That's what Mondays are all about. Mondays are choppy. Look at last Monday. Very choppy, very narrow range, lots of opportunities to overtrade, lots of opportunities to give back profits. Don't do that. Don't give back your profits. Don't give your day back. You make your day, you keep it, and you move on to Tuesday. Okay? Don't be greedy. If the rest of this day is looking like this, there's going to be chances to make your profits. There's also going to be chances to give it back. So, we've established a risk marker down at 69. Until that 69 risk marker is broken, we're going to continue to give the bulls the benefit of the doubt here. But if that no longer works, then you've got to say, okay, well, the bears are going to have a little bit more time of it. Maybe we get something like this. Maybe it goes deeper. I don't know. But what you don't want to do is overtrade. Respect risk. Don't overtrade. Make your handles. Move on to Tuesday. Okay, that's all I got. I'll check everybody out with the midday update in a little bit. Trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.